I just here to support you.
Shut the f up! You bully!
Ye, Yeezy, formerly known as Kanye West, is
the #1 most impactful artist of our generation.
I don't think he needs much of an introduction. His commercial and critical acclaim speaks for itself. But recently the acclaim has left and the people are only critical of him. And for good reason. His newest album, Bully, dropped a few months back, but it recently got a deluxe. So I thought I might as well review the whole thing at once. You have seen the title of the video, so I won't beat around the bush. Bully is a good album. So the funny thing is, I already had all my thoughts recorded regarding the original Bully, and I was just going to talk a little more about the Bully Deluxe, expecting there to be more songs. But Bully Deluxe is just a whole new album. I never knew how much of a difference good mixing and mastering can make just to change the experience of listening to an album. I think it is now general consensus after a first or even a second listen for everybody that Bully Deluxe is miles ahead of the Bully that dropped a few months ago. All the new crisp vocals just give the entire album a whole different energy, and the songs which are meant to be hits like King, This a Must, All the Love just slap way harder now because it is sonically a lot more clearer. It's like Ye has just redefined what a deluxe actually means, where it is sort of an upgrade to the entire album rather than just a few songs. And going back to the added songs too, there's only 3 new songs technically. I Can't Wait featuring Lauryn Hill, Mission Control, and OK featuring Don Toliver. The new version of I Can't Wait is pretty decent. I like the Lauryn Hill vocals within the sample itself, and the song as a whole does sound a lot better. But I can see people liking the original I Can't Wait more than this current version we have. OK and Mission Control are actually really good songs, and I think I would have preferred those two to be in here rather than something like Circles, because Circles is just pure trash. OK has a very good verse from Ye, very braggadocious once again, and the same energy really isn't there in the rest of the album, so it's a welcome addition. And Mission Control is just a heavenly song. There isn't really much to say about it. This album has a lot of well done, good and even great qualities. I mean, first off, it is an improvement on every front from the Vultures era and whatever the fuck he was doing in 2025. The standout tracks here are really good, bring back old Ye vibes but also develop the themes of the album. All the Love is his best song since anything from Donda. The production and vocals just make you float. Punch Drunk and Whatever Works are classic Ye songs where he's just rapping, but they would have been better if they were longer. Even though I do think that the last few songs are not great, Preacher Man is just a solid song. I can get more into the weeds of it, but here are my ratings for all the songs. My album of the year profile is linked in the description if you guys care. All the lyrical cuts on here are actually good and have rhymes and good performances from Ye, regardless of his medicated nature taming what we have seen before from him. And yes, even though objectively Last Breath is a bad song, I vibe with it. But we need to talk more about this edited version of the entire album. I mean, like I said, all the bangers all the bangers hit even more. I think the biggest song improvement is easily this one here, which is originally the outro for the normal album. And on the original album, I hated it because I think about 80% of it was AI.
You ain't got love for yourself. You ain't ever felt the true love.
But now this edited version just has so much more soul into it. I've listened to the leaked version of this song, which I think is better than the current one also. But what we got is absolutely the second best song on this album. Nice. I think it went from one of the worst songs to the second best, right behind All the Love. This Bully Deluxe version did exactly what I wanted from the original. The shorter tracks were never really a problem for me. I only had a big issue with how Ye sounded on the songs and how some of the beats were quite muddy. But this one just ticks on all of those boxes. I suppose it won't be too wrong to call it equivalent or maybe a little bit below the quality of Donda as an album. But that just shows how much the album has improved with this deluxe, from just being good to to, I think, almost great, honestly. That is why my rating on the entire album has also increased by quite a lot, because all of the songs just work at a much higher degree now, much better than anything on Vultures 1 and Vultures 2, that is for sure. A lot can be said about Bully, but I think the best way to describe it is as a stepping stone. This was the album needed to be released to make us see if Ye is washed or not. If this album had been bad, it would mark the end or near the end of his career. But thankfully, that has not happened. As a Ye fan and as a fan of music in general, I was happy to realize that one of the greatest artists has still got it. Overall, those are all my thoughts on the Bully Deluxe. It is an amazing album. I hope more people give this version a chance because it actually has effort put behind it. I was happy we finally got over the Ye Nazi era.
I'm evil.
It has its flaws, but a lot of signs of a better future for Ye's music. Thank you guys for watching this review. If you liked it, then like. If you loved it, subscribe. Ye, you want to say something more to end of the video?
Subscribe to Blue Static.